Our edition of the Wealthy Mofos going live for the 5 day challenge. Well, hello everybody and welcome. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Thank you for the follow. For those who are watching live, we appreciate very much. Question in the chat, and we would be happy to answer any of your questions. And for those who are just watching the replay, still put a question in the comments. Send us what your question is. Put it in the Facebook group. Whatever it is, we will attempt to answer you as best as we can. And we're really excited to be here with you today. We're going to be with you for 12, 15 minutes max. And we have some amazing topic. We were talking back and forth, me and Mr. Harrison Klein, who just showed up. Thank you, Harrison, about
Hey,
what to share with you today. So, and it's exciting. This topic, it's dear to my heart because that's what I learned from Harrison. When I first met Harrison Klein over a year and a half ago, that's what I wanted to learn more about, and that was the first curriculum, you could say, or the first shift that I had with Harrison's help. So I'm excited to share that with you today. Of course, we're only going to do 10, 12, 15 minutes on it. But so it's exciting. And at the end of the show, we're going to ask you to join the Wealthy Mofos for the 5 day challenge that's coming up in July. So happy July 1st. Woohoo! Isn't that amazing? Time is flying, Harrison. We're July
yeah,
1st.
and this is July 4th weekend. So we're getting close. Good stuff.
Yeah, I mean, it's also what July 1st is a holiday in Canada as well. So if you're Canadian and watching us live, happy Canada Day. Our Canadian friends, they're dear to my heart because I'm Canadian too. So I'm living in the US. So happy Canada Day, happy 4th of July weekend. Whatever you do out there, do it safely, have fun barbecuing, flipping things around, and
Let's
going to
get
the park.
liberated. Yeah, let's get independent and liberated.
Yeah, liberated is cool. So yeah, we do have this 5 day challenge coming up in July. It's gonna be exciting, 1 hour a day for 5 days in a row. And for those who are VIPs, you get to have us for 2 hours. So just imagine all the experience, all the wisdom from myself and Harrison, and we have also a marketing specialist that will be around to answer your questions. So take advantage of that. That time is valuable, and it's probably the most precious thing you can have. Plus, you'll have access to some recordings and a few other amazing resources. So with that, today's topic is dear to my heart. And like I said, I was trained by Bob Proctor, but really when I wanted to learn this topic, I came to Harrison Klein. And because he is known for this, he is known for this instantaneous shift and how to help us shift our image. So the topic is self-image. And that's what we're going to share with you today about. So get a piece of paper, get a pen, find your favorite pen. I have a bunch of them. Today I'm using this one. It's kind of cool, nice pen. Find your favorite pen and get a nice little notebook and write some things in it. See, when you write something down, instead of just typing it, right, you create a lot. Oh, look at the synchronicity here. Look at that. You create way more networks, way more neural networks in your mind. It's like more highways. So you're gonna hear a thing or two, and I would like you to write it down. And this is gonna help you. So thanks again, and again, thanks for those who are watching live. I see there's three telling me on the screen. I only have one screen, so I see three. I can't tell your name, so put the questions in the comment, and we'll get going. Harrison, self-image, baby. What's your thought on this topic? The amazing the everybody needs it, and everybody gotta have it to shift. So please.
Well, today I'm not going to go directly into self-image. What I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about the steps to getting the self-image you want, because that is really an important part of the growth process and getting into that $1 million space, because we can't overcome the self-image we already have. So if our self-image is locked into $50,000 a year, you're not going to make $1 million. So you need to, the only way to override your self-image, and you can't do that, is to create a brand new self-image. So let's talk about the ways that we can create a self-image. And the most primary way you can create a new self-image is through visualization, right? So the visual portion of that is really important, and how you address your subconscious minds to give you the behavior, the actions, and the attractions that are necessary for you to experience $1 million or better, is this process of growth visualization. So the first thing that we have to do, and I'm going to give you 7 steps to this, and it's not going to be the kind of steps that you're going to hear from other gurus, because they don't basically deal with this stuff very much. And if they do, they have a very limited view of it. So what I want to do is show you a different way, something that, is unique, something that is primary to the instantaneous or transformational change that you want to make into the $1 million level. So the first thing is you have to decide what it's going to be like. You have to decide what it'll be like. What is it going to look like? What is it going to feel like to have $1 million, to have $1 million business? So, having $1 million business, you have to, see what you feel like. What's it like to be aligned with and connected with $1 million? What are you going to do? Who are you going to be? What are you going to say? Where are you going to go? Who's going to be your company? What's the things you want to buy? What's the things you want to earn? What's the things you want to grow with? What's the investments? What are the assets that you have? What are the things that you can plan on and strategically develop? So the first thing is to decide what it's going to be like. So if you decide what it's going to be like, that's the first step to starting to bring up an image around what your $1 million person is going to be and experience. So when you get to that point, now here's the thing that you learn from Think and Grow Rich. You want to see yourself in possession of the money.
Mm.
You want to see yourself in possession of the money. That is, you want to hold it in your hand. You want to, look at the numbers on your bank account. You want to, feel that, having the image of what that is like. What is that feel? You're gonna practice that situation. Yeah, you're gonna have an image of the $1 million. On my vision board, I have $1,000 bill, and then I have 10x right next to it, or not 10x, 100x right next to it. So you have a picture of $1,000 bill, and and you put that in. So you want to see yourself in possession of the money, and you want to practice that possession until you can see it with your eyes closed, and until you get the sense of it, the tactile sense of it. So when you get the tactile sense of it, you can start to program your subconscious. And remember that the subconscious only acts in when you emotionalize something or you have full faith that it's going to happen. Otherwise, the words don't mean anything. Just being a millionaire, saying I'm a millionaire, doesn't mean anything until you've emotionalized what that feeling is, until you have faith that that money is coming to you. So that's the second step. So step one is decide. Step two is to see yourself in possession of that money. Step three now is to practice leadership development, or practice product development, practice leadership development, because as a millionaire, you're definitely going to be a leader. You're going to be a leader to someone, some things, or as many people as you can possibly touch. And that means you're going to identify, the talent that you have. You're going to identify the groups and the connections that you want to make that are going to be your market. You want to make sure that you're balancing your priorities correctly. You have to see yourself as a leader. What does that mean to you? What does it mean to see yourself as a leader? Does that mean to be around a lot of people? Does that mean to create a plan that other people adopt? Does that mean to have books? Does that mean to stand on stage? What does that mean to you? You have to practice your leadership development. And that means that you, every single day, you go out and do something that helps your leadership capabilities. So the first and most important part of being a leader is practicing priorities, balancing priorities. You have to have your priorities. And when you have your priorities in order, that circumstance opens you up to, what is most important. So once you decide your values, and that is you align your goals, your strengths, and your values. Once that's in congruence, basically, now you start to become a leader. And now when you're in possession of the money, people will admire and respect you. And so that those leadership qualities demand a certain kind of behavior. They demand a certain kind of demeanor. So, for you to have that kind of a situation, you have to be a role model. So to be a millionaire, you have to be a role model. So the fourth thing is to know your team. And we've talked about this multiple times before. You can't You can't get to a high place of accomplishment by yourself anymore. It used to be that you could stand independent and be stronger than the forces around you. These days, that's not possible anymore. I think we have to understand that the Lone Ranger also had Tonto. There was nobody that doesn't make it that makes it alone. You have to have a team. You have to have some group of people, whether it's one other person or multiple other people that help you get to that process. We have a marketing team, we have a strategy team, we have an assistance team, we have people that I know for branding that give me advice, people that I know for positioning that give me advice. We have teams of different sorts, so we have to identify those teams and those talents and those groups. And then when you choose your help adequately, your help becomes synergistic. That is, the whole is greater than the sum of its parts. And synergy is a really important part of your growth process. So, there are multiple kinds of synergy: resource synergy, uh, um, collaboration synergy, asset synergy, strategy synergy. The whole is greater than the sum of its parts. So when you have the place that you have, you connect with other people, other collaborators for synergy, you become that much more effective, because it isn't just you now that the idea comes from. It's from different sources, and that those different sources multiplied together or mixed together become stronger than any individual source. So, as Joni Mitchell said in her song, two heads are better than one. I'm a genius, she said. Two heads are better than one. That's a song. That's from a song. I'm not identifying myself that way right now. Okay, and then the fifth step. So we got now decide. Second is see yourself in possession of the money. Third is practice leadership. Fourth is knowing your team. That is, you have to, you know, choose your help, and you also not only have to choose the help that you want, the team that you have to create a culture whereby everybody loves and trusts each other and are collaborative, not fighting. One of the first businesses I had a copywriter that fought with everybody, so there was always constant friction between people, and I had to end up firing him, because though he was an exceptional copywriter, he had the rest of my team was really upset all the time, and they couldn't do their jobs because he kept calling them incompetent, no good, this is less than. And though he may have been good at what he did, you can't, the other team, the other parts of the team were you know part of the process that I needed to get to where I wanted to go. And there are lots of copywriters out there. So really important to understand that situation. The fifth element that you need to create a self-image that is really great is you want to see yourself as being confident and strong in character. That is, you want to have integrity. You want to make sure that you respect yourself. That is, you want to do the right thing all the time, not just part of the time, not just when it's expedient, but all the time. That is, you have to have a mindset of doing the right thing. And doing the right thing means that, to the best of your knowledge, to the best of your values, you choose what is right, not what is expedient, not what will, get you something. You can't manipulate people and get money that, makes you feel good. The money won't feel good if you're doing it through manipulation. The circumstances won't feel good. You'll always be in stress. So if you're hurting other people or manipulating other people, if you don't have the confidence and the character to move forward, then it's always going to be a struggle. But when you have a strong character and you're always practiced and habitually doing the right thing, for yourself and for other people, things may sometimes get frictionful, but you're always going to be in a place where you feel satisfied, and satisfaction leads to money. Satisfaction leads to life. Satisfaction leads to the sixth step. And the sixth step is communicating your vision effectively. communicating your vision effectively to others and to your team and to everybody else. As you communicate your vision well, you feel good about yourself. Money starts to be part of that experience because now you have what is considered a very sound plan, because now you're dealing with people that can see the vision much more clearly. And when you see the vision that you want to create, you're also seeing yourself in that vision, and that creates money as well. So when you understand the vision and how to get there, and you've taken the practice in doing the right thing, you've taken the practice in knowing your team, you've taken the practice in developing your leadership, you've seen yourself in possession of the money, you've decided what it's going to be like, you know, that is the sixth step. And then the seventh step for, creating a super self-image is to be able to, have great relationships, you know, enjoying your life and wealth, enjoying other people, enjoying the process. Because as you enjoy the process, it gets easier and easier. The more you enjoy, the more you eradicate the blockages. And when you eradicate the blockages, you get into what is called flow. Flow is basically the place where there's no internal resistance to what you're doing. When there's no internal resistance, you get into a state of steady well-being. So steady well-being is the center and the circumstance of all wealth. So wealth, the word wealth came out of the English words for well-being. So those are seven images, seven steps to $1 million self-image. 1, decide what is like. 2, see yourself in possession of the money. 3, practice your leadership. 4, know your team, create your team, choose help. 5, see yourself as confident and strong in character. 6, communicate your vision effectively. And 7, uh, you know, uh, have great relationships and enjoy and celebrate your life and wealth. So,
So good. I love it. And these are like frameworks. And we're going to get into a lot more detail once you come into the 5 day challenge and learn more how to do this stuff. Because the goal for me and Harrison is to get you to actually execute, to get to move into action and do these things. So these are like the framework. And it's easy to join. You just go to the website and you put your name in, and you share it with your friends. I'm going to try to share the screen. And here we go. It looks something like this. And as soon as you put in, you'll get an email, you'll watch the first video, and then you'll start getting the email to put on your calendar. It's going to be phenomenal. We already see changes with those who upgraded to VM Platinum from last session, and the 3 people that are really interested. And we want you to succeed. We want you to get on this well-being, right? Like, I mean, it's how do I?
we want to create 100 millionaires out there who are going to create another 100 millionaires of each of them. We're only one step away from a million millionaires.
Yeah.
So
This steady state of well-being. I mean, just imagine that. Like you could be struggling, you could be in misery, you could be having difficulty. It's because you're on the wrong frequency. You're dealing with some wrong information, or you're not getting aligned right. So just think about it. What if you get aligned right? What if you finally uh, get that idea, or meet that information that you're missing, and then boom, then you're there, right? So we want you to succeed, we want you to have fun, we want you to grow, and that's why we're doing these lives and sharing with you freely like this. So
and
with
if
that, mhm. Sorry, go ahead.
and if you join the VIP, we will customize, answers to what you need based on you, not based on what we're teaching, not based on a one size fits all stuff. We'll customize our answers for your business, your circumstance, your being.
So
Go
the
ahead.
idea is basically that, like, because we work with a lot of private clients, but this is like a 5 day challenge in a group. So if you want to have some time for you, that's what you have to do. That's the concept, right? Instead of working, privately, but you will be in a session where there's just a few others, and then you can customize your questions on your business, on your coaching, on your growth, on money blocks, whatever is bothering you, right? So it is an incredible opportunity for all of you out there. And we really want to share with you what we're doing. The system that we put together is going to help many people. It's fabulous. It's all being documented, and there's going to be more to come. So this is it's coming up. July 1st is here. July 17th is coming up. What, in less than 3 weeks? So join us, and we look forward to serving you.
Yesterday, I had a lunch with a couple of people that were pretty significant players in the industry of sort of injustice, in the industry of representing under represented people. And what happens is that when you are in a mindset of growth, when you're in a mindset of understanding the $1 million practices and the opportunities that are out there, when you're in the mindset of just being able to be you, you begin to see the opportunities. And then what happens is we get a collaboration going, and that collaboration means you have a multiple connection and project with other people. And what we're going to do is actually feature some of you guys, basically, as we get into our total program. We're going to feature some of you guys. We're going to feature you guys as players, as your stories. We'll have videos that have you in them, and we'll have we'll play with the process of you being a leader, you being $1 million coach, you being a somebody who has impact out there. All coaches, regardless of what industry they're in, they want to help, they want to make an impact, and they want to thrive. And that's what we're doing for you. We're going to help you. We're going to help you help others. We're going to make sure that you have impact in what you do, because that's part of making $1 million. And three, we're going to make sure that you thrive, so that not only do you expand, but you expand the entire culture that you've created around you, the circles that you've created around you. And we want to play, because Kamal and I like to play. I like to play. That's how everything happens.
That's how it is to have fun. And I want to mention this one last thing. We haven't been mentioning it enough, that if you're out there and you're a coach and you have a list, and you want to also make some money and share and become an affiliate, there's an opportunity for you like that as well. So we're actually paying 100% of all the ticket sales. So if you have a list and you share what we're going to share with you and invite your friends and colleagues and community, anybody that buys anything through the VIP and Platinum goes to you 100%. Yes, that's not a mistake, 100%. So some of you made some money last month, which is cool, and we're going to help you make more money this month. So that's the thing, right? We really want you to start winning right away. And whatever we're doing, as you come and learn, you're going to learn to do that as well. So this is your chance to become an affiliate. So if that's of interest, reach out. We'll give you the link. I'll actually put it here in the chat.
I'll give you something else.
Oh, there you go. Go for it.
In the years that I've been coaching, my students have generated over $158 million. Yes, $158 million.
Yeah, I mean that.
I don't want to. I want you to shout it. Everybody shout with me. 158 million.
158 million. Hello, 158 million. Isn't that cool? I mean, and that's the thing. When you come to wealth and abundance, you have to be comfortable saying these numbers. Now, numbers are numbers to make you feel it, because you can actually measure it, right? You can measure it. You can count how many gold coins you have, but you can be wealthy, right? And on the inside, but to get you there, we want you to feel that energy. So just imagine yourself there. And this is the link for the affiliates, wealthymofos.com/affiliates. You'll get to come on this ride and make some money along the way.
There's a great routine that Chris Rock has, and he goes, a lot of people want to be rich, but he wanted to be wealthy. The difference between being rich and being wealthy is that Kobe Bryant or LeBron James is rich, but the guy who signs his check is wealthy.
Oh, so good. Yeah.
We want to create wealth.
Great wealth. And if you want to do some of those habits, actually last week we spent 3-4 days on Millionaire Habits and what could be done. So with that ends it for today. We have a couple things coming up in actually a few minutes. So thank you all so much. Enjoy the weekend. If you're Canadian, happy July 1st weekend, Canada Day. If you're in the United States, happy 4th of July. Be awesome out there. Take care of those barbecues. Make sure you're safe. and all that good stuff, and be amazing. Be good. Be grateful, and sky's the limit.
Yeah, and none of you should eat more than 4 hot dogs or hamburgers in one sitting.
Well, I just want to thank those who watched us live. There was a few of you, and some of you said hi, guys, and which is pretty cool. I can't guess who that is. The software is not telling me the names, but we say thank you and thank you for sharing. And we'll come back to you next week on another topic. But join the 5 day challenge. We look forward to serving you.
Don't limit your money intake.
There you go. Open the floodgates. Well, thank you.
Open
Peace.
the floodgates. Don't have more than 4 hot dogs this weekend. Everything else is cool.
How
Let it,
about this? Drink and eat responsibly.
okay. Talk to you guys next time.